everyone, and welcome to your chill class with me. Thank you so much for joining me. I know this time is a little bit crazy at the moment, but if you're anything like me, you've probably been doing loads of dance classes or exercise classes, anything to fill the day. But I think it's really easy sometimes to forget to also stretch in between them and always stretch afterwards. So I think a class like this is really good because we're just going to open up through our bodies, have a little stretch. We're also going to build a lot of strength too though, because it's I'd say this class is quite yoga inspired. I do a lot of yoga. So yeah, there's a lot of yoga movements through it which help us to build strength in our legs, our arms, and also most importantly, especially if you dance, through our core, because that is what holds us together. It's our power station in our body. So we'll be doing a bit of core today, but it is chill, so just come out whenever you need to. You always have child's pose you can come back to whenever anything becomes a little bit too much. This is your class and your time, so just take it how you want to. But let's get started. Just play a little bit of music for us. And when you're ready, just come to a nice little comfortable seating position to start. So if you like to sit cross-legged, come sit cross-legged. If you want to sit on your knees, that's fine. Legs out straight in front of you, in a straddle, whatever feels comfortable for you today. This is your time and your practice, and that's really important. Anything that we do, it's for you. So you just take it how you want it to be. So let's just come to sitting, palms onto your knees, shake through that head, just release any tension. Let's inhale, shrug the shoulders up to your ears, and exhale, let it all go, let them drop. Let's do that again. Inhale, up to your ears. Exhale, let it drop, release everything, and let's just take some shoulder rolls back. Inhale your shoulders up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Let's go forwards now. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Nice. When you're ready, take that right hand to the floor. We're going to reach that left arm up, and we're going to reach over to that right side. Only go as far as is comfortable for you. If you want to just stay here, if you can, take that forearm down to the floor. Just stretch through that whole left side of your body. You can look down or you can look up to your hand, whatever feels more comfortable for your neck. And exhale, come back up to center. Inhale, reach that right arm up. And exhale, stretch over to that left side. Feel your right side of your body opening up now. Don't let yourself collapse here. Really think of lengthening through that arm as if someone's pulling that hand away from you. One more inhale. Inhale, come back up to center. We're going to do that again. So inhale, reach that left arm up. Exhale, reach over to that side. Stretch here. This time on the next inhale, we're going to open our chest to the ceiling. So that arm's going to come up behind us. Heart facing the ceiling. Really feel that stretch across the front of your body there. Exhale, come back to the side. Inhale, now we're going to curve our body over that knee. Feel a nice stretch through the side of your left back. If it's comfortable for you, place that left hand down and walk those fingertips really far away. Feel that stretch deepen. Breathe into all of these stretches. Just let everything go and let yourself relax into them. Inhale, we're going to walk those hands to the center so that you're leant over those legs. Have a little rock here from side to side, opening up through your hips. Forehead touching the ground if you can. If you're here, that's absolutely fine. Only go as far as is comfortable for you. And on the next inhale, just walk those hands back up. Let's do that all to the other side. So you're going to inhale, reach that right arm up. And then exhale, just lean over to the left hand side, feeling a nice stretch through your right side body. Should feel really nice. Imagine someone pulling that hand away. On the next inhale, let's open our chest up to the ceiling. Let that right arm fall back behind you. I have my palm open here, just feels nice through that forearm as well. Stretch here. And on the inhale, return back to the side. On the next exhale, take that nose to knee, so you're leaning over that left leg. Feel a nice stretch through your right hand side of your back. Place that hand down and walk those fingertips away as far as you can, increasing that stretch. But try and keep that right hip bone on the floor. Don't let it rise up. Try and keep that hip down. Really feel that nice stretch. And when you're ready, let's walk those hands round to the front again, and let's feel a nice little stretch in this position. Whether you're on your knees in a forward fold, if you've got your legs out straight in front of you, whatever feels good for you. And on the next inhale, let's walk those hands in, come back to our sitting. Inhale, reach those hands up, and you're going to clasp them together at the top. Clasp your fingers together. Inhale, reach those palms up to the ceiling this time. Feel a nice stretch through your shoulders. Keep those shoulders down. Don't let them rise to your ears. Keep them down. We're then going to bring those arms forward, curving those palms so they're facing you. And we're going to curve through that upper body as if you're hugging a big beach ball. So feel a nice wide expanse space between your arms. And from here, just tilt from side to side. So tilting to the right, you'll feel a nice stretch down your left body. And then tilt to the left, feel a nice stretch through that right back. If there's one side that feels a little bit tighter than the other, hold it there for a bit longer. You can really pull through the same arm as the side of the back you feel the stretch through. And that'll just increase that stretch that little bit more. Come back to hugging the beach ball. Let's inhale together here. Exhale, take those hands up. Push them up to the ceiling. Look up, reach up. And exhale. Unlace the hands, because they interlace we already had. Inhale, take those hands to clasp as we did before, behind your head this time. Elbows are facing out. We're going to do a seated cat and cow now. So we're going to inhale, reach those elbows out, open them out, open through your chest, take a mini back bend, look up to the ceiling. Feel a really nice opening through your chest, and then exhale, draw those elbows together, bring your chin into chest, and have a nice stretch through that upper back. Don't let your shoulders hunch up to your ears, really release them here and look down. Inhale, come back up to center, and gently open those elbows, bend through that upper back, look up, feel a nice stretch through the front body. Exhale, draw those elbows together, look down, feel a nice stretch through your upper back. One more time now with your own breath, so really link it with your breath now. So inhale through your nose, look up, open the elbows. And then on your exhale through your nose, draw those elbows together. Chin down, look down. Feel a nice stretch through that upper back. Great work, guys. Release the hands from your head there. Let's just take a little look from side to side. Just releasing off any tension we might have gained through that. Face your head forward. And then bring your right ear to right shoulder now. Feel a nice stretch through the side of your neck. You can walk the opposite hand, so your left hand away from you, and that'll increase the stretch. Maybe you might even feel it like me through your shoulder. I'm quite tight in my shoulders, so I definitely feel that. Take one more breath here. On the next breath, look down with that nose, so you're looking towards your armpit. Keep walking that left hand away. Feel a nice stretch in the back of your neck. And then inhale back up to center. Let's do the same to the other side. So left ear to left shoulder. Walk that right hand away this time. Feel a nice stretch through that shoulder. Maybe you even feel it down through your arm. I feel it a little bit in my forearm here. And then draw that knee down, the nose down to look at your knee, look under your armpit. Really feel the stretch through the back of that neck. We hold so much tension in our neck, so it's good to release it. And come back at center. Good work. Let's roll through. Now we're going to come to our tabletop position, so that's on all fours. So in this position, it's so important that our hands are under our shoulders. We're in a nice box shape. Our knees are under our hips. You want to keep your back completely flat. You don't want it arching up or arching down. Keep it flat and really think about sucking your belly button to your spine, so you really engage your core here. The soft part of our elbows, so this part here, we want them facing one another. So imagine you've got eyes on those parts of your elbows and they're looking at one another. Draw them in, push through the hands, open up through your shoulders, and let's take some little circles through our wrists just to warm them up. Let's take 4 in this direction. And when you're ready, let's take 4 in the opposite direction. So as we did before, we did a seated cat-cow. We're going to do our full cat-cow now. So on the inhale, you're going to draw that belly button down to your mat, arch through your back, draw your elbows in, bend them and look up to the ceiling. This is your cow. Then on the exhale, you're going to pull that belly button in and then curve your spine up so your back's trying to reach the ceiling. You're looking between your legs and you're really pushing through your hands to open up between your shoulders. Let's do that again. Inhale into your cow, so arching through your back, and then exhale, draw everything in. Make a mountain on your back. One more. With your own breath, just inhale into this position. Exhale, curve through the back. And from here, let's just pull back. We're going to join our toes, open our knees, and we'll come back into a child's pose here. So this position is really good for stretching through your back, and you can come back to this position at any time through our flow. Reach your hands out in front of you, really long, but make sure your hips are always on your ankles. That's so important for really getting that stretch in the lower spine. Forehead down onto the mat, and just breathe here. This is a really nice relaxing pose here. On the next inhale, come back up to your tabletop. And we're going to do thread the needle now. So we're going to open through our shoulders. So you're going to inhale, reach that right arm up to the ceiling. So you're opening through that chest like what we did in the warm-up. And then exhale, you're going to thread that arm through the gap between your left arm and your knees. Thread it all the way through. Place that right shoulder onto the floor. I'll come and face you guys so you can see a little bit more clearer. So you're placing it all the way through. That shoulder's on the floor, palm facing up. And I'm really twisting. I'm trying to look up at the ceiling. Getting a really nice stretch through that right shoulder here. And just breathe here for a few counts. Feel a nice twist through your back as well. And then inhale, pull that arm back up. Open up and place that palm on the floor. Let's do that the other side now. So inhale, your left arm reaches up. You open through that side of your body. And then exhale, thread that needle through. Thread that arm through. Place that left shoulder down on the floor. And really pull through and feel that stretch through your left shoulder. twist through the back. Try and look up to the ceiling if you can. Breathe here. And when you're ready, inhale, bring it back up. Open up, look up. Exhale, come back to our tabletop. Good job. We're going to come into a downward dog now. So this is another relaxing pose, but anytime you want to come back to this as well, you can. So we're going to inhale, hover our knees off of the ground. By doing this, we're really thinking about engaging our core to pull them up. Hover the knees, and then exhale, pull back into your downward dog. And because this is our first downward dog, let's just take a few little walks through the feet here. So bending one knee, bend the right knee. Look under that left armpit if that feels good for you. Bend the left knee, look under the right armpit. Feel a nice little twist through your back as you do it. You can speed it up, slow it down. Maybe you want to bend both knees here. Really press your belly into your knees. Feel a nice stretch through that back. But when we can, let's try and find a nice still place in our downward dog. If you can draw those ankles down to the floor, do so. But it's more important that we have a nice opening through our back than it is to straighten our legs. If we're here, it's not good for our backs. I'd much rather you be here, bent through the knees, and really have a nice straight back, open through the shoulders. Good job. Let's hold it here. Now I said we were going to build up a little bit of core strength, which is so important. So from here we're going to inhale, roll through our back and come into our plank position. So our hands should be underneath our shoulders, pushing into the floor, opening up the back of our shoulders. Your glutes should be engaged, really, really tense through all your legs, all your muscles, and then exhale, come back into your downward dog. Nice. We're going to do that 2 more times. So inhale, roll through the feet, roll forward, push through your hands, open those shoulders, feeling that strength, really engage that belly, engage that core muscles, and then exhale, come back. Let's go 1 more time now. Inhale, roll forward, come on guys, we've got this. Inhale, hold it here, draw that belly button into spine. Make sure those eyes of your elbows are looking at one another. Good job. Exhale, come back to your downward facing dog. Lovely. From this position, we're just going to walk on, tiptoe our feet into our hands. So just tiptoe our come on, face you guys. And we'll just come into a nice forward fold, so our feet are hip width apart. We're going to grab hold of our elbows, and we're just going to take a nice little swing here. So you can have your knees bent. If that feels nice for you, that's a really good way of opening up your lower back. Otherwise, if you want to feel it more in your hamstrings, just straighten the legs and come with me. Stop swinging now and just stay in one place. Feel a nice stretch into those hamstrings. We're going to bend through that right leg. Place the right hand on the floor, and you're going to open up with that left arm. Feel a nice opening, stretch to the ceiling. Open, open. Imagine someone's pulling that left hand away from you. And exhale, bring it back down. Bend through the left knee. Place that left hand on the floor. Open up that right arm. Reach it all the way to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, come back down. Nice. We're going to take our hands, and like we did before, we're going to clasp them, but this time so that they're, I'll show you here, clasped behind our back. And in our forward fold, we're just going to let those arms fall over our head. You can keep the palms together if you want more of a deeper stretch. Otherwise, like me, just let them loose. Shake your head no, nod it yes. Make sure there's no tension in that neck. Remember, you can always keep those knees bent. That feels quite nice here. And let's release those hands. Should feel nice and open through those shoulders. And then slowly bend through the knees. Exhale. We're going to roll up through our back. So like we've got a wheel here. That wheel's moving. And you're just slowly rolling yourself up vertebra by vertebra. Slowly until you're all the way standing, looking up. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. Let's go into our little flow sequence now. So this is just to generate a little bit of heat in our body before we do some more stretching. So feet come to their big toes are together. Let's tense our glutes and we're going to inhale, reach our hands up. Exhale, let's forward fold again. So we're falling over those legs. Hang here for a moment. Inhale, you're going to come to a flat back, so halfway up. Halfway lift here. Nice. Hands come to your shins. And then exhale, come back down, forward fold. On the inhale, let's step that right foot back. Coming into our low lunge. This is going to really open up through our hip flexor. Drop that back knee, the right knee. Untuck the toes and let's inhale. Let's come up into this lunge. Draw those arms up to the side of your ears. Should feel a really nice stretch through that right hip flexor. To increase this stretch, we're going to take the left arm down to the inside of the left leg. And then you're going to reach that right arm over towards the left hand side. So if I'm facing you, we're coming to this position here. And you should feel even deeper stretch through that right hip flexor. And just breathe in this position. And then inhale, bring your arms back to by your ears. Draw those hands down to the mat so they're either side of your foot. And we're going to heel toe that left foot out. So you're moving the left foot out to the edge of your mat and you're coming into lizard pose now. So the legs a little bit wider out. You're feeling more of a deeper stretch into your hips. Hold it here if you'd like, or if you can, let's bring those forearms down. We're just feeling a nice deep stretch into our hips here. You can take circles into that hip if it feels nice. Or you can roll onto the outside of your left foot if that's comfortable for you. And you'll feel a little bit more of a deeper stretch into this side. Just relaxing here. When you're ready, take those hands back. Heel toe that foot back underneath you so it's right in the centre. We're going to tuck our back toes, so our right toes under. Come back into our low lunge. And this time, like we did before, with our threading the needle, we're going to open the left hand so that it opens up to the ceiling, looking up to that left hand. You should feel a nice stretch for your left hip here. Breathe into this, really opening across the body. And let's do a circle with the arms. You'll circle it backwards, down towards that back right arm. Sweep it all the way forwards, reach for something, and then circle it back again. Really opening up through that shoulder. Nice. Take that left hand down to the floor, and let's step back into plank position here. Building a little bit of strength through our core. We're going to take what's called chaturanga. So drop those knees to the floor if you'd like. Come into a box position here, or you can come with just your knees in the position where they drop from plank. We're going to bend through our elbows, drawing those elbows towards the sides of us, and just release down to the floor. Good job. That's really building strength through our arms there. Looking down at your mat, you're going to inhale. Imagine you're taking that nose over a rainbow above you. And look up into your baby cobra. So you're not straightening through the arms just yet. Just a little baby cobra, the baby back bend. Exhale, draw back down. And then let's push back into our downward facing dog, getting a nice stretch through that back body. And just relax here, take another breath. Ready, let's reach that right leg up and behind us into three-legged dog now. So this is a nice little stretch for the hamstring, but really try and keep the hips so that they're both level. You've got a little lights on your hips and they're staying facing the mat. stretch here. Flex through that foot, and then on the exhale, draw that foot into your nose. Give your knee a little kiss, and then place it down on the floor, nice, between your hands. Let's drop that knee like we did before, and inhale, come into our low lunge on our right side. Arms up to the side of us. Good, feel a nice stretch here through that hip flexor. And then to increase the stretch, just come up so that your hips are above that knee. And we're going to take this time our right hand to the inside of our right thigh. And the left hand's going to reach over, up and over. So you feel a really deep stretch through that hip flexor here. Should feel quite nice. Also feel it through the whole side of your body. And when you're ready, sweep that right arm up. Let's come back into our low lunge. Let's draw the palms down to the floor and walk our right foot this time, heel toe out to the edge of our mat. Or if you're not on a mat, by the way, that's absolutely fine. Just walk it sort of a foot width distance further away from the center. We're in our lizard lunge now. So you can stay here if this feels enough for you. You should feel it really through your inner thigh of your right foot. Or if you want to come down to your forearms, come down to your forearms with me. You can take a few circles here. If you want to roll onto the outside of your right foot and push that knee away, you get a little bit more of a deeper stretch through that right hip. Breathe into the stretch. Only go as far as it feels good for you. I can't see you guys, unfortunately, so I can't give you corrections or tips. So just really listen to your body. If anything hurts or if anything doesn't feel comfortable, come out of it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Come back to child's pose, stretch, do whatever feels good. Let's come back. Let's walk that foot back into the center of our body. And then let's open up through that right arm, reaching up through to the sky and tuck the toes underneath. Come into your low lunge and really open up. Feel a nice stretch all through the outside of your right leg here. Look up to the ceiling. It's a nice twist as well in your upper body. Let's take those circles with the hands. So circling back, sweeping the arm along the floor, and then circling back again. Inhale as if you're sweeping the hand through sand on a nice beach, which I really wish I was on. And one more time. Good job. Place that hand on the ground. Let's step that foot back into your plank. Remember, we're here to build strength as well. And if you come to your knees or into a box, or if you want to do it full from plank, but make sure only if you can do it safely. Let's bend slowly through those arms, taking yourself down to the floor. This time we're going to come into a bit more of a stronger cobra, but just come to this baby cobra if this is enough for you. Just a little back bend, little stretch through that front body. If you want to come a little bit further, gently come and push into your straight arms. Really tense your glutes here so it doesn't hurt your lower back. It's all in your upper back, mid back. And exhale, let's push back into our downward dog. Really good, guys. Breathing here. And when you're ready, let's walk those feet back in again to forward fold. This time, depending where you are, if you're here, that's absolutely fine. Work here. If you want to take a little bit more of a stretch, I want you to take your hands and place them under your feet and try and stand on your hands. From here, you can draw your elbows outwards, and this really deepens the stretch. Everyone can try this, but just bend your knees so that however much you need to get your hands under your feet. And then try and straighten the legs as much as you can. Holding here. Feeling a really nice stretch in those hamstrings. And when you're ready, take those hands out from underneath your feet. We're going to inhale. We're going to sweep our hands all the way up to the sky. Look up at them, join the palms, and then bring them down to your chest center. Great, guys. Going to come into our balance series now. So we're testing our balance a little bit, which is really important. So from here, we're going to place the weight into our left foot and draw that right knee into your chest. Then we're going to take it with our hands and just see if you can pull it in that little bit more. This is the tense bit now, because to see if I can balance with the pressure. See me wobbling everywhere. Then from here, we're going to come into a pose called tree pose. So we're going to take this ankle of this foot and you're going to place it either beside your left ankle. You can place it just above the knee, or you can place it, if you can, place it as high as you can on that left foot, but make sure you never place it against the knee. We don't want it placed there. So if you can come above, come with me. Try not to wobble. We're going to take our hands out in front of our chest. And then if we can even more, we're going to inhale and reach from above our head. Just try and find one fixed spot. Imbalances, it's good to find, they call it a tristy. Find a tristy, stare at that spot, and it does actually help you stop wobbling. Really tense through that right glute and pull that knee back. Good job. Then from there, we're going to take that ankle, cross it over just above the knee now. That foot's flexed, and we're going to sink into that foot, into that knee, and feel a nice stretch through the outside of our right glute here. Try and lean your body forward as far as you can. Try and bend through that left knee a little bit more. Good job. One more inhale here. Now I said it was a balanced series. We're going to come into another pose now. So inhale, draw yourself back up to standing. Draw that knee in and then take that knee behind you, grabbing the inside of your right foot. I'll hop around so you can see me. Inside of your right foot. We're going to inhale that left arm up beside our ear, and we're going to kick that right foot into the arm. And that's going to cause us to slightly tilt forward as that leg comes up. We tilt forward into dancer pose. You just want to keep your hips both facing the floor here. It doesn't matter how far you get to. It's all about opening through that right shoulder as well. Inhale here. Ooh, I'm wobbling. And then exhale. Let's come back to center. Place that foot on the floor. Well done. Might feel a little bit burny through that ankle. Let's just give it a few little circles. One way and then the other way. And let's come in to our right side now. So let's transfer all the way into your right foot as much as you can. And then just float that left knee up. Gently does it. And then from here, take that knee, pull it into your chest there. Good job. Have a slight bend to this right knee, so you're not locking into the knee. It can be slightly bent. Then take that foot, place it wherever feels comfortable for you. It can be here today, or maybe just below the knee, maybe just above the knee, or come with me, place it right at the top, really pushing into that leg and pushing that knee out. Hands in front of chest. Breathing here. And if you can, inhale. Reach those hands up. Find that spot on the floor you want to stare at, just to keep that balance. Really good. Bring them back into prayer. Just in front of your chest.
You'll discover quite quickly just how extraordinary.
And then when you're ready, we're going to take it into our second pose here. So we're going to take that left ankle, cross it just above the right knee, bend into the right knee and start to lean forward. Feeling a really nice stretch through the left outside of that hip. Really stretch here, finding that balance. Think about your core now, really think about holding your center. That's going to help you stay balanced as well.
And it's just we get so messy.
Keep breathing.
It's not that we're doing lots of wrong things, but our mind is so messy. We don't keep it simple.
And then inhale, come up. One more pose. Let's come into our dancer pose. Try and keep that foot off the ground. Take that foot behind you. Grab the inside of that left foot with your right arm. with your left arm, sorry.
When actually,
Inhale the right arm up to your ear, and then kick that foot into the left arm as you slowly move forward. The whole time your glute is tense. The hips, both lights of your hips are facing down to the mat. Only come as far forward as feel comfortable for you. The whole time you're thinking about kicking that foot into your left hand. Open up through that shoulder. Oh, she's wobbling. There she is. Don't worry if you wobble. No one can see us at the moment anyway. Nice job, guys.
It doesn't actually
Inhale, come back up to standing.
make
Place that foot on the floor. Really nice. Give a little circle through that ankle.
just be here just to appreciate.
And a circle the other way. Really, really flex through that ankle. Point through that ankle. Good job, guys. Let's come back to standing. I'm going to slowly inhale our arms above our head. Exhale, draw them down into your forward fold. This time, heel toe your feet so that they're mat width apart. So for me, I'll face you. Just wider than hips, toes are facing out, and we're going to slowly squat down from here into our Madasana squat. So if this is where you can get to today, that's absolutely fine. I want you to hold it here. If you're down here but your heels are lifted, that's fine as well. You can place something under your heels to keep them, so it makes them a little bit more, maybe a cushion under your heels if that's more comfortable for you. Or if you can come all the way down, but we're just going to open up through our hips here, pressing our elbows into our knees to really push them outwards. And we're just going to breathe in this position. You can rock from side to side if that feels comfortable for you. And then I want you to inhale, place that right arm down. Exhale, open that left arm up again to the ceiling. We're doing a lot of opening up to the ceiling today. I really want us to open through our chests. Exhale, bring it back to center. Inhale, place that left arm down on the floor. Exhale, open that right arm up to the ceiling. Feel that opening across your front body. And then exhale, come back to center. Really good, guys. Now here's an added challenge for you. If you can come to sitting without putting your arms down, then do so. Don't worry if you have to put your arms down. But if you can from here, arms out in front of you, we're just going to lower our bottoms down to the floor and come to a nice little seat. Now I said we were going to work our core. So we're going to go into that just now, our last core exercise. So it's called a boat, this one. So from here, if you can, you're going to take one leg up. If that feels okay for you, take the second leg up. You can grab behind your knees to help you stay in this position. Or if you're feeling super strong, reach those arms out in front of you. If you're feeling even more strong, you can also stretch those legs, but it makes it a lot harder. You might get a little bit of shaking in those legs as well. So just come to wherever feels good for you today. Let's hold it here and breathe. Now I've got a little challenge for us all. From here, we're going to exhale, we're going to lower, but we're going to keep our shoulder blades and our feet off the floor. This is called our half boat. Breathe here and then exhale, come back up. Let's try it 2 more times, I think. Inhale back, hold it here, and exhale back up. Really nice. One more time, guys. Really stay with me if you can. Inhale back, really think about drawing that belly in. Exhale back, really nice, well done. Place those feet on the floor and we're going to come into some nice stretches now. So the first one we're going to do is called butterfly. So the soles of your feet are touching, your knees are out. We're going to take hold of our feet, just gently rock here, and then I want you to lean forward but with a flat back. So if I show you from the side, rather than curling over and flopping over, we're going to keep that energy. Reach forward, keep looking that way, and then once you've reached the point you can't go any further, then I want you to curve through that back and just relax over your legs. Have a really nice stretch here. You can take those arms out in front of you if that feels nicer. And just into those hips and relax. The hard bit's done. This is the fun bit now. And then inhale, walk those hands up. This time we're going to come into a forward fold. Our legs nice and straight next to one another. Or you might notice there's a pike. I'm going to inhale the arms up. And this, using the same principle as before, we're going to exhale, reach forward. Try not to curve through the spine, really keep the spine flat. And once you've reached the point you can't go any further, place the hands on the floor, but try and keep that flat back this time. That'll increase the stretch all through the hamstrings, through the calves. And then I want you to imagine you're trying to get your toes to face you. So really flex those toes up. You can use your hands if you can reach your feet to push those toes up, and it just gives you a really nice foot stretch as well. Don't think to stretch our feet, but we use them every day. And then after you've had a few breaths here, now you can curve over those legs. And just stretch here. Relaxing into it. And inhale, walk back up. We're going to take our outside of our right foot with our left hand. So take it round, grab. And from there you're going to reach it up. If this is too hard, just bend that knee. You can bend it, grab it and reach up. But if you can keep it straight, keep it straight. And then with our right arm, I'll show you here, moving around. We're going to open up with that arm and look behind us. Once again, opening through the chest. Feel a really nice stretch through your back, a nice twist, and also through the outside of this leg. This is really good if you've been doing any running. This is a really good stretch. Try and pull that leg in a little bit more. And then let it down, relax. Let's swap legs now. So you're going to use your right arm to grab the outside of your left foot. And then remember, you can keep it bent if you need to. If you can, straighten through it, straighten through it. And we're going to reach that left hand up behind us. Imagine someone's pulling that left arm away from you. Try and keep your back straight here. Don't let yourself completely roll in. We want to try and keep the back straight and pulling that legs towards us. Breathe in this pose. One more breath. Pull that leg in and let it down onto the mat or onto the floor. I'm going to take a nice straddle now. So this isn't your widest straddle. I'm not looking for box splits. I'm just looking for a nice comfortable position. It could be here, could be here, could be here. I don't mind. Wherever feels good for you. And we're just going to stretch and really stretch through our inner thighs and our hips now. So from this position, you can move your bum out the way for this one. So just move it out the way. We're going to walk our hands forwards gently. Really gently, trying to keep that back straight again if you can. And just hold it as how far down you can go with that back straight. Looking up really helps me to keep my back straight. As soon as I start to do that, your head's the heaviest part of your body, you're going to automatically go. If you look up and reach, just lets you keep it straight. Really good. Feel a nice stretch through those inner thighs. Try and keep those toes pointing up to the ceiling. I know in a lot of dance classes we point our toes, but in more yoga and active stretching we actually like to keep the feet flexed. And then from here I'm going to let you completely relax now. Just relax down. If you're up here, then you can relax like this. Take your hands, head into your hands if that feels nice. Or just curve through that back wherever you are. Just let yourself relax to the floor. Don't push it here, just as far as you can go. Take a little sway from side to side. Maybe that feels nice for you. And stretch here. leg here. Taking that hand above us, so you feel a really nice stretch and opening through that side body. Try and keep that shoulder stacked above the other shoulder. Don't let yourself fall forward here. We're thinking more of opening up through the side. Keep that left hip down, don't let it rise. Really think of planting it down. Inhale, come back up, and let's go the other side. Inhale, stretch over, keep that right hip on the floor, keep the shoulders stacked, keep those feet flexed. So many things to remember. Just enjoy the stretch. And inhale, come back up. Really good, guys. Let's move those legs together. Give them a little from here. Take your hands behind you, and I just want you to take a little windscreen wiper, we call this, with your legs from side to side, just moving side to side, releasing off those hips. Really nice. I'm going to take a glute stretch now. So what we're going to do is you're going to place both feet onto the ground, and you're going to take your left ankle and cross it over just above the right knee. From here, hands behind you. You can slowly now be really gentle with this one. Walk that right foot closer to you until you really begin to start to feel that stretch in that left glute. Go as far as you can. Maybe walk the hands in a little bit more, and then just breathe into this stretch. Really nice glute stretch, this one. Keep that chest open, don't let yourself hunch over. Really try and think of pushing up. Push. Try and get your heart to the ceiling. That's what I want you to think. And then gently, I want you to slowly take that right knee out to the right hand side. So you're just opening it out and you're feeling stretched in a different area of your glute. And just hold it there. Should feel quite nice. And then from here, keep the feet in the same position. And we're going to cross that right foot so that it goes next to our left glute. Place that left foot down on the floor, and we've landed in this lovely position here for a nice twist. If this is too much for you, you can straighten that right foot and just come to this position. But if you can keep both hips on the floor, follow me. We're going to inhale, reach that right arm up. And then exhale, we're going to take the right elbow to the outside of our right knee, and we're going to use that as a leverage to push ourselves and try and look to the back. In this position, you really don't want to be hunched over. We're really trying to develop the length in our spine, so really grow, feel your head reaching the ceiling, and twist around. Really nice. You should feel a nice stretch for your glute and for your back. And let's inhale, come back to center. Let's swap legs now. So we've stretched our left glute, now it's time to stretch our right. Bring those feet out in front of you, take that right ankle, cross it over the knee, walk that left foot slowly in, as far as it feels comfortable for you until you feel that stretch in your right glute. Keep that right foot flexed, just to protect our knee here. Open your heart to the ceiling. Maybe move the hands in a little bit closer. And just breathe into that stretch. See, I'm a lot tighter in my left glute, I can tell. And you might be different on both sides. Completely normal. We all are. And then gently open that left knee out to the side. Feel that stretch in a slightly different place. Breathe into it. And then let's swing that left foot round to the side of your glute. Place that right foot on the floor. Coming into our back twist now. Inhale that left arm up. Exhale, place it round the outside of your right knee. Use it as a little lever. So push into that, reach up, and face. Try and look round to the back. I've got my right hand on the floor to support me behind me as well. I don't know if you can see that, so I'm in this position here. Really trying to keep my back straight as well. Inhale, exhale. Let's come back now. We're going to roll onto our backs now, come lying on our mats. So sitting with your legs straight in front of you, just slowly begin to roll through your back. Try and go through every vertebra, go as slowly as you can. How long can it take you to get to the ground? Really good. Let's reach those arms up above us. Point those toes and let's feel a whole body stretch here. Full body stretch, stretch, stretch. Imagine someone's pulling your feet away from your fingertips. Stretch. Really nice. From here, we're just going to take a little twist. So we're going to hug that left knee into our chest. Hold it into your chest there. And then with the right hand on the outside of your left knee, you're going to draw that left knee to your right side and just gently press it down. Feel a nice twist through your back. If you want as well, you can look with your head to your left hand. That should feel quite nice here. We worked on a lot of strengthening, balancing today, but now's time just to really let your body, you're not trying to push any of these stretches, just trying to relax them. Come out of that twist there. Strengthen that leg along the floor and let's hug that right knee into your chest. Maybe give it a few little circles here. Take that right knee with the outside of your right knee with your left hand and draw that knee over to the side. Feel a nice stretch through that back. Back twist. If you want, you can look at your right hand. Really good, guys. You've worked so hard today. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit more open in your body. A little bit more relaxed. A bit happier. And come back to center. Really nice. Let's hug both knees into our chest now. And let's give ourselves a big hug. Squeeze those knees in. Draw that nose up to leave. Go into a tiny little ball. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then let it all go. Let's just swing, windscreen wiper our legs again from side to side. Relaxing the lower back. Now the last pose we're going to take is called Happy Baby. And it's my personal favourite pose. So what we're going to do, we're going to draw those knees into chest. You're going to take the outside of your feet, flex your feet. Take the outside with your hands, so right hand comes to right foot, left hand comes to left foot. Draw those feet so that they're looking at the ceiling, soles of the feet to the ceiling, and then your knees you're gonna imagine them coming to your armpits, but almost to the side of your ribs. So the idea is they're drawing down to the floor, either side of you. But you want to keep the lower back still engaged with the floor. I don't want to see this position. We want to keep that back on the floor and just draw them down using the pressure of your own hands. So just take them down. And if it feels nice for you, take a little rock from side to side. You might feel a bit funny in this pose, but no one can see you, so it's fine. Just relax. Breathe here. And when you're ready, stretch those legs out. Stretch those hands above your head again. Feeling a full body stretch. Tense, 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 tense everything. Squeeze your feet. Squeeze your feet. Squeeze your fingertips. Squeeze your arms. Squeeze your belly. Squeeze your face. Really, really small. There, and then let it all go. One more time like that. Let's tense everything. Tense, tense, tense. Squeeze your face. Make it as small as you can. And let it go. Oh, brilliant, guys. Bring those arms next to the side of your body. And I just want us to take 2 really big inhales here. So inhale through the nose. Make it vocal, I want to hear it. And then exhale through the mouth. Make as loud a noise as you want. Inhale. And exhale. Well done. to whatever side you want. So I'm going to roll to my right side, tucking into a little ball again, using my arms to push myself back up. Come back up to seated. Close your eyes here if you want, or you can keep them open. Take one more breath. Really deep inhale. And exhale. Let everything go. Relax it all. Blink your eyes open. Relax it. Give your arms a shake. Give your neck a little nod from side to side. Roll your shoulders. You should feel really open now. Should feel really good, I hope. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the class, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your classes and enjoy all of them. Thank you very much. Namaste.